Mr. Nahous.
Hey, good day.
Hey, all right,
Hi,
welcome. Yeah, right here on The Observer with Mikee K. Thank you so much for, of course, linking with us here this evening. A lot is going on, especially in Diego Martin with the NTA. We've heard so many people say that it's a breath of fresh air. Give us an idea what's taking place with the candidates and the coordination that is going on.
Well, for Diego Martin, I can tell you, certainly the ground is alive. We've got a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of people are coming out, showing support, interested as well in terms of where to put the X by, as in what symbol, and we're doing lots of good education with the massive support we're getting, not just in Diego Martin, but indeed across the country, where we have fielded 31 candidates. However, in Diego Martin we fielded 8, and as the Northwest Coordinator, I can say that the energy is amazing on the ground in Diego Martin right now.
What stood out, especially from screening to now, as far as the crop of people that have presented themselves, that has gravitated to the party, and all in all, what sort of characteristics that stood out to you that you quite were amazed that you hadn't seen in quite some time in the area?
In the country, I would say genuine patriotism. People, we are not partisan mentality. We don't have a partisan mentality. We have a patriot mentality, and that has seemed to just infect everyone in the Diego Martin area and throughout, when they see that we were willing to work with another political party for the betterment of the country. We're willing to build bridges instead of build walls.
Yeah, and of course, you're hearing so much stuff about local government reform. People are talking about infrastructure. People are talking about crime. What's that major issue that jumps out, of course, when it is you're interacting out there with the candidates and the people, of course?
Right now, local government reform, the current government has been in power 8 years and has been speaking about it for that entire time. So that and them speaking about it and nothing is the same thing at this point in time. We don't need lip service. We need actual, real reform. And a lot of issues have been coming out. A lot of people have been speaking about crime, about the poor roads, lack of access to public utilities. The infrastructure is just horrible in some areas. We went with our political leader, Gary Griffith, up into some areas that are really, I would say it's not visited, by other political leaders, and especially those in positions of power, because if you saw what we saw up there and what is needed and what can very easily be done with just a fraction of the amount of money they're spending on these vanity and wasted projects across the region, we are in a position where we're ready and willing to work for the people, and we are addressing any issues that are brought up. And crime has always been comes to the forefront. Economics comes to the forefront, or I should say prosperity for people comes to the forefront as well. Infrastructure, crime, and some kind of economic benefit, and not just this CPEP and URP day work kind of mentality. We want to provide actual sustainable employment and empowerment.
All right. We, of course, do expect to see you next week, Wednesday. That's at SWWTU. We had UNC Senator Wade Mark on earlier, and he did mention that this is going to be the first shared stage of the alliance. Is that correct?
Yes. So I believe Wade Mark would know better than me in terms of the exact date. But yes, we are going to have a shared stage, and we're trying as much as possible to show that this is about unity. This is about uniting across all political platforms, across all political parties that are willing to do better for the country. This is about Trinidad and Tobago and rescuing Trinidad and Tobago from the madness that has been going on.
All right. And those who may still be sitting on the fence and are saying to themselves, what is the NTA offering for me within Diego Martin or all across Trinidad and Tobago? What would you like to tell them tonight? Go ahead. We
base what we do on the LAMP model, on leadership, on accountability, on management, and measurable performance. A lot of the governance, or certain members of the governance team around Gary Griffith, our political leader, were the ones in the TGPS who have taken the TGPS from one of its lowest points to one of its highest upon the ex-commissioners leaving the service. And this is what we want to bring to the country. We have produced results, and our political leader, Gary Griffith, wants to take what he did there to the corporations and into government to show that we are going to hold ourselves accountable, and we are going to manage properly, we are going to lead properly, and we're going to produce measurable performance.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nahous, for taking time out to talk to us. And of course, best of luck to you and your team. Keep up the good work, and we'll be checking in with you periodically. Thank you so much.
Thank you.